Hey, hello everybody. Well, first of all, I want to say I hope everybody's doing well, prospering, and as I always say, living your, well, I don't always say it, but living your dream or chase your dream, whichever one or both. This is the inaugural use of the GoPro. I'm still getting used to it, been looking at it, been reading a lot on it, but it has some voice prompts and stuff I can use, but I just turned it on manually. But it's pretty cool. I can see the time from the front, and I know how much. I really don't even need I use my phone as a timer. I really don't even need it anymore because it has a countdown on the front of this thing, and it lets me know, I think that's the time countdown. I think it's letting me know how much time I have on my SD card as well, my battery percentage, everything. Okay, what I want to get to today is of course I'm on the road. I'm at a Wally World. I've never been to this Wally World before. I hadn't even been out inside yet, but yeah, I'm sure it's pretty much similar to the rest of them. But what I want to talk to about, what I want to discuss today, I know it's been a few weeks, I missed a few weeks, is this: roadside assistance. Something that I don't have, never had it, and I've managed this far without it, but it's always been on my mind to acquire it because my current insurance provider, I have never even discussed roadside with them. I've never really used their services other than to have insurance. I visit the office maybe once every a year, if that much, and any other time I just pay, the online way. And they also have a telephone automated service, or I can call a person direct. But roadside assistance is something I want to ask y'all about as well, because I don't know a lot about it. I hope I'm not standing too close to this camera. I don't know the distance or how it looks. I hadn't even looked at this. Of course, this video is being shot, so I'll look at it later. But these horse flies everywhere here. Jeez. But yeah, roadside assistance. I've been looking into some for travelers. I don't know if it differs from people in vans. I don't know if it differs for people in RVs. I don't know if it even matters. But I spoke with a representative last night, and I'm gonna go ahead and say names, from Good Sam. I was in a Camping World not too long ago, and I remember speaking with the representative in there. I was getting something, and I spoke with a lady about roadside, and she said the Camping World offered roadside assistance for $69 a month for the new signees, and you didn't even have to have a Good Sam's membership, and I'm not a Good Sam's member, so I didn't know really the specifics. So I actually called them last night, and I spoke with the gentleman, and they have an app and a 24-hour dispatch and all this kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is this: it's $69 and some change annually. It's every year. And I'm thinking, wow, how do they make money like that? I mean, just a year? I mean, okay, I mean, maybe I'm so new to this roadside assistance thing, I don't really understand it, and that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm coming to you guys to try to give me a understanding of this roadside assistance deal, because it's something, as I venture out further and further in different places, I'm thinking to myself, man, what if, something could happen beyond the simple flat tire. I've had some things happen before, but I was able to handle them, but you never know. It just gives you that extra assurance, and I'm sure a lot of new guys out there will be interested in that as well, if they don't already have it, and or maybe looking into getting it, because I'm looking into getting it. So this is my question: roadside assistance. What I couldn't get an understanding of on the phone last night with this gentleman is this. Okay, say for instance, Good Sam, I paid $69 for that 1 year. Okay, if I need a tow from some weird place, is the tow covered? To me, it doesn't seem like it's, when looking at money, I just want to know. I don't want to sound like an idiot, But is the tow covered, or they just call the tow for me? And that's what I'm paying for. I'm basically paying for them to call the tow for me, get me the tow, then I'm still on the hook for the bill for the tow. So basically I'm just using them to make the calls for me. I'm paying them $69 to, you know, what else would you need beside a tow? You know, maybe some, I don't know, some states, a lot of states have those guys that ride around the highway and they come and help you out with gas and all this kind of stuff, or do they send out one of those mechanics in a truck that help you, one of those roadside assistance guys? I guess they are roadside assistants that'll help you get this and that and the other, and you're still on the hook with a bill from that particular company. Or is it a type of assistance? Like I know some assistance, so this is annually, so it kind of throwing me off. The assistance that I'm used to is the assistance that, the roadside assistance that you pay monthly, like along with your insurance. It's an added fee, and you're not on the hook for anything. They got affiliates all over the country, and you just pay that monthly fee with your insurance, with your regular insurance, and those guys will come out, and if you need a tow, the tow's covered. If you need anything else, I don't know, gas or something, that's all covered. So I'm trying to figure out, are there any assistances, roadside assistance services like that? Man, since I'm just now looking into this seriously. So like I said, I looked at Good Sam. If any of y'all are Good Sam's experts, please let me know in the messages or send me a direct. And I appreciate it, because it's something I'm looking into. Not having any problems, just taking this step, this exploration thing a step further, and we're gonna go from there. I will greatly appreciate it. Now, with that being said, that was the focal point of the video. I want to just go over some general updates of what I've been doing during the past week or weeks, or it's been like 2 or 3 weeks since I've been on camera. So basically what I've done, looking into lift blocks. I want to raise this. I've mentioned this before, and like I said, I'm going to refresh on y'all to refresh my memory. Anybody all out there that are suspension experts or lift block, I want to raise this rear of this van 2 inches. Now I'm looking into some lift blocks that are 2.5 inches. They're still coming out of California. They make aluminum ones, but the steel ones seem to be the ones that I prefer. I want to lift this thing up because every now and then I have scrubbing problems with my rig. You know, my rig I got set up on the back here, and sometimes I go into a deep valley or something by accident, or I'm forced to make a turn. I turn at an angle most times, but I'm forced to make a straight out turn, and I'll scrub. And what that has caused is this rig right there at my extension, my 12-inch extension, it's got some wear on the bottom of it. It's scrubbed down about halfway, and I'm gonna flip that thing over, repaint it, and maybe even have yeah, that should be all I have to do. When it's raised up, I shouldn't have any more issues. But I want to stop that before I wear this thing down and end up having to replace it. Plus I need to raise it up anyway because of the scrubbing issues, you know, depending on where you are, and I'm a lot of places. So that's one thing that I'm working on. And if any of y'all got any tips or suggestions on that, feel free. And one more thing that I've been working on is my generator box. I went ahead and it's all covered up under this plastic 3mm lining right now, but I have sealed it, and first I did the treated lumber, of course, 3/4 inch plywood on the bottom and one of the sides. It's kind of salvaged, and then I have 1/4 inch everywhere else. I think it's 1/4 inch. Yeah, but it worked out great. I did that to save on weight, and the top is 1/4 inch as well, and it saves on weight. Plus that's what I had at the time. So I sealed it. It's stained and it's got sure urethane on it, so it's basically waterproof right now. And I'm gonna use some type of a sealant to kind of keep the water out, and I'm gonna go ahead and drill 2 pilot holes in the bottom to keep if anything was to ever happen, keep that thing from flooding, keep it from filling up with water. Don't need that. So the generator is going to go in there at some point, and it's gonna have ventilation anyway, so it may have some ventilation. I may just open the top. I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet, but it's gonna be in here, and it's gonna have circulation. So I'm gonna drill some holes in it at some point, somewhere. So that's what I've been working on, and it's all. I put one more coat on it, and it'll be finished as far as the sealing process is concerned. And of course, I'll probably seal those holes too with a little urethane as well. So that's one thing I've been working on, and I got a lot done, truth be told. Let me tell you. Another thing I've been working on, and I'm completely finished. I'm completely finished now, and that's gonna be my screens. I got all 3 window screens completed, and I want to show them so bad, but I'm gonna wait to show them. People on YouTube have, some friends of mine have been suggesting that I didn't show them, via that I could like make some money, which I probably could. These things are pretty awesome. Just took they're perfect actually. They couldn't get no better than what I got made here, designed. Like I said, I was told by a friend on Facebook, or I think Messenger, that a company made these at one time and they went out of business, and you can't find them, because I looked for almost a year at salvage yards all over the place, and I couldn't find anything that looked like them. I think that's a big church horn somewhere. Yeah, anyway, that's cool. But it's pleasant out here. And these screens, they're nylon, not the old standard screen. Just basically picked up some rough cut materials, and I mean, these things are awesome. And you can leave those windows cracked. And like I said, I got the pop-out windows. And I smell horse. Yeah. Either someone's letting their dog do it, number 2, or there's a horse somewhere around here. But and you know what he's doing. Woof. So it's blowing directly in my face. Okay, but these screens, and like I said, when I installed these screens, I went ahead, and they make great caulk nowadays that don't shrink, and they've got colored caulk. Now it's just a great time. I'm going long in this video. Now it's just a great time to get out here and travel. I mean, it's so many options, so many easy things that weren't available years ago, and folks still got it done. But even now, it's so convenient. I implore you to do it. So that's pretty much it. The screens are installed, and like I said, if I was ever go to like a van meet, like they have one out in I don't know if it's Arizona, it's not Lake Havasu, it's maybe, I think it's in you all know that big time camping location out in, maybe it's Colorado, I don't know, but the vanners get together and they swap ideas. I think a guy hosted, and they build things and all that kind of stuff. If I was ever at an event like that, I would definitely install these screens for people. Only thing about the screens, it's more than a one-day process, unless you start early in the morning, because the screens have to horse flies everywhere. The screens has to be sealed. You don't really have to use treated lumber. I didn't use treated lumber because they're technically inside, but they're technically, you know, the window's open, so they're technically never going to get direct water, direct rain on them. So I just sealed them, a 3-stain system, no, 2 system. It's with the sealant, the stain first, then the sheer urethane sealant, which brings it to a beautiful shine, a beautiful coat, and waterproofs it and weatherproofs it from warping and all that good stuff. Direct sunlight. This sheer urethane by WinMax is awesome. I've been using that stuff on a lot of my wood. But then I use the actual adhesive to, not adhesive, the actual urethane is the adhesive for the screen. So it's pretty cool, and you install these things. It's got a little opening. You can open and close your window without. They're permanent. You don't remove them. They're just like screens in our house, and they're awesome. And you know, the whole magnet deal was, I just never could get into that. I tried it, and they would fall down no matter how strong my magnets were, and it was just, you know, it works. Maybe it works, but I wanted something more permanent, and it's stylish as well. So I'd be doing these things for people like nobody's business, no problem. But to actually market them and try to sell them, they're so customized. You know, every van is different. You know, for this particular van it was easy, but for another one it might be a little more difficult. Not to say I couldn't do it, I'm sure I could, but that's still something I'm looking to. I'm still debating on that. You know, monetarily it'd be beneficial, of course, it'll be another way to earn an income on the road. We'll figure something out. But I've got all screens installed. They're working perfectly, and just working on a system, a daily system of, I'm hitting on the top, it's a daily systems of maintenance and stuff like that, as far as like routine cleanup, which you should straighten your truck every day. You should clean it every day. Car washes are still good. It gives you an opportunity, if you're around one, to just straighten up and manage all your stuff, and to keep that. Don't get into picking up too much stuff because you don't have room. Try to keep space in there and keep your living area open. That's gonna help you out a lot. Okay, I did my updates. I discussed the main topic, roadside assistance, and then my updates right behind that. So we're good. This is Rod on the Road. Leave those comments. I need to know about roadside assistance. Okay, God bless America. As you can see, I don't know if you can see that. God bless America. Like and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video, because you know YouTube has did some weird things, and my subscriptions have really slowed because of what they've done. But I'm not complaining. I'm just telling you what's a fact. So the main way I can keep getting subs is if you share the videos. So share the videos, talk about the videos, and just share them, and we can grow the channel more. I like to grow more. I love this. This is a great thing. I got a new camera, so I'm ready for the world. I'm ready to take the world on. Anyway, this is Rod on the Road, signing on. Share this video. Subscribe. Put it on your Facebook, your Instagram. I need an Instagram. I do have an Instagram. Go to my Instagram. I forget my name. I'll have it next time. But Rod on the Road. Of course, I got a Facebook. That's Ramon Reddick. It's REMONE REDDICK on Facebook. Go and send me a friend request. Share the video, guys. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe. God bless America. We'll see you next time, YouTube. And we'll have some great video content for you. Some great discussion. Get back with me on the roadside assistance, please. I'd like to know. Peace. This thing has a voice prompt, but I don't know how to use it. So I'm going to have to manually cut it off.